Amazon came out with third quarter earnings after the bell today. They reported 14 cents for the third quarter. Analysts were looking for 24 cents. Amazon came out with revenues of $10.88 billion. Analysts on the street were looking for $10.93 billion. Michael Sansatera, portfolio manager for the Ridgeworth Large Cap Growth Fund. What do you make of the earnings?
I think the earnings look a little bit light. I think most investors had a little higher expectations on an operating income perspective. We'll have to do a little bit of a deeper dive to verify how much of it is slower sales in the traditional Amazon business, or we do have a little bit of a new Kindle approach that might be messing with the numbers a bit. But I would say a little bit surprisingly light from an earnings perspective. The guidance sort of brackets the existing expectations going forward, but the market's been up kind of nicely off the bottom, so it's I would say the earnings are a little light.
Well, certainly the market's shooting down lots of high flyers. That said, do you think they spent a lot of money in the third quarter to prepare for a big fourth quarter? Christmas season is coming up.
Yes, I do. This company traditionally ramps pretty nicely for the fourth quarter, given its importance around Christmas. And when you add to that the introduction of the Kindle Fire, which is really a brand new step in the hardware direction from them to more of a tablet PC based, you're going to have increased expenses. So I think investors knew those expenses would be there. How large are they? We'll have to hear from the call exactly what they affected. But we knew the expenses would go up, and they did. We'll have to get our arms around exactly where it happened.
Stock is selling off pretty significantly in the after hours. Do you want to step in and buy first thing in the morning if it's this low?
I think if you've got a long-term approach, Amazon still represents a very strong, compelling purchase. You've got one of the largest internet retailers globally taking share from brick and mortar, and that continues unabated. You may have a little bit of squishiness from an expense standpoint while they roll out these new Kindles, but over the long term, we think investors will be paid in Amazon shares.